Hey, welcome. All right, so today let's talk about artificial intelligence. It's pretty much everywhere. It's recommending your next binge watch, it's helping scientists discover new medicines. But what is it really? We're going to break it all down. What it is, how it works, and why it's kind of changing everything. So let's jump right in.
Okay, first things first. We hear the term AI thrown around all the time, but what does it actually mean? I know, it sounds super complex, maybe even a little bit like science fiction, right? But the core idea is actually simpler than you might think.
And really, this is what it all boils down to. We're not just giving computers a list of instructions to follow anymore. We're building systems that can reason, that can spot patterns, and that can actually learn from experience. It's a huge leap from just doing calculations to something that feels a lot more like real understanding. Hang on to this idea, because it's the key to everything else we're going to talk about.
Now, it's important to know that AI isn't just one single technology. Think of it more like a giant umbrella, a huge field with a bunch of powerful concepts all working together. So let's break down the most important parts.
You can think of AI as a big family of related fields, and these are some of the main pillars. You've got machine learning, which is really the engine that finds all the interesting patterns in data. Then there's natural language processing, which is what allows a computer to understand and even speak our language. And of course, robotics, which gives AI a physical body to actually interact with the world. You put them together, and you get some seriously intelligent systems.
And this visual right here? It really helps put it all into perspective. Imagine artificial intelligence is the entire universe of making machines smart. Well, machine learning is a huge galaxy inside that universe focused specifically on learning from data. And deep learning? That's like an even more specialized solar system within that galaxy, using these complex structures called neural networks. So just remember, all deep learning is a type of machine learning, and all machine learning is a type of AI.
Okay, another really important distinction to make is this. There are two main categories of AI. Everything we have today is what we call weak or narrow AI. Now, don't let the name fool you. It's incredibly powerful, but it's designed to do one specific thing really well, like your voice assistant or a self-driving car. Strong AI is the other kind. That's the stuff you see in movies. A machine with human-level intelligence that can learn or do pretty much anything a person can. And for now, that's strictly in the realm of science fiction.
So, if a huge part of AI is this idea of learning, the next obvious question is, well, how do they actually do it? Turns out there are three fundamental ways a machine can learn.
All right, so how does a machine actually learn? Well, it takes one of three main paths. The first is called supervised learning. This is basically like using flashcards. We show the machine thousands of pictures that we've already labeled cat, and it learns to recognize what a cat looks like. Then you've got unsupervised learning. This is where we just dump a massive unlabeled photo library on it and say, go, find the patterns. It might start grouping all the cat pictures together on its own without any help from us. And finally, there's reinforcement learning, which is all about trial and error. An AI learns to play a video game by getting rewarded for good moves and penalized for bad ones. And over time, it just figures out the winning strategy all by itself.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how. Now let's shift gears and talk about the where. Because AI isn't just stuck in a research lab anymore. It is completely reshaping the way business gets done.
The impact is absolutely huge, and you can see it everywhere. In healthcare, an AI can look at an X-ray and spot signs of a disease that a human doctor might miss. Or think about finance. It can scan millions of transactions in a split second to flag fraud, probably before you even realize your card's been compromised. From the factory floor to the cars we drive, AI is becoming the new engine of just about every industry.
Now let's zoom in on one of the most incredible applications of AI. Its ability to understand something that's uniquely human. Our language.
The magic behind all this is a field called natural language processing, or NLP. You can think of NLP as the universal translator between our messy, emotional, nuanced human language and the super logical, black and white world of computers. It's the tech that lets your phone understand what you're saying, or helps a business analyze thousands of customer reviews in an instant.
So let's follow the journey of just one piece of text, right? Imagine you tweet, I absolutely love the new headphones from Company X. Okay,
So first, the AI processes that text. Then it analyzes the sentiment. It sees the word love and knows, okay, this is positive. Third, it pulls out key info like headphones and Company X. And finally, it takes your tweet, adds it to thousands of others, and the machine learning model identifies a trend. Hey, people are really loving these new headphones. And just like that, raw text becomes valuable business intelligence.
So, with all this talk about automation, you might be thinking the end goal is to just remove humans from the equation entirely. But actually, one of the most effective ways to use AI does the exact opposite. It puts people right back in the center of it all.
This is what's called the human-in-the-loop approach. And the big idea here is that it's not about humans versus machines. It's about creating a partnership. The AI does the heavy lifting, sifting through massive amounts of data, while humans provide the expert knowledge, the context, and the oversight. And the results of that partnership, they're incredibly powerful.
So why is this partnership so vital? Well, it comes down to a few really key things. For one, AI needs good data to learn from, and humans are absolutely essential for labeling that data correctly in the first place. Plus, machines make mistakes, and we're there to catch and correct them. But maybe most importantly, humans provide the common sense and the real-world context that AI just doesn't have, especially in high-stakes situations where a purely automated decision could be really dangerous.
And that kind of brings us to our final thought for today. We spend so much time and energy trying to make AI think more like us. But as these tools get more and more woven into our daily lives, maybe the more interesting question is, how is all this technology changing the very way that we think, the way we create, and the way we solve problems? Something to chew on.